If you have digestive problems and feel like everything you eat makes you bloated, if your joints hurt, if you don't have any vital energy, I'm going to share with you how to prepare the oldest, cheapest and most powerful remedy known to humanity in your own kitchen: bone broth. For centuries, this broth was called the broth that could raise the dead, and it's not an exaggeration or just a grandmother's myth. There's a historical fact that proves it. In 1854, during the bloody Crimean War, soldiers didn't die so much from their wounds, but from malnutrition and intestinal infections. They were massive, like dysentery, until Florence Nightingale arrived. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. The mother of modern nursing. She enforced hygiene, yes, but her big secret weapon was that she set up large pots that were always on, constantly making bone broth, boiling bones. She set this up in the field hospitals. So, when those soldiers and those dying people were there, she constantly fed them this broth. So, what did she do? She nourished them. What was the result? The mortality rate dropped from 42% to 2%. Just this. Florence proved, more than a century ago, that if you nourish the root cell and heal the gut, the human body performs the miracle of repairing itself. And today, science proves Florence right. So we want to share with you how we prepare bone broth here in our home. We make it in a simple way so we can have it available every day. Making a medicinal broth is not like making instant soup, of course. It's alchemy, a slow process. For our homemade recipe, the one we drink here at home, the proportions are very simple. 1.
We are going to add an onion. First, I'm going to peel it. The 5, 7, 10, 16, 17. It's incredible and provides quercetin, a great antioxidant. The 25-26, water. You can also cut it if you want. We are going to add a kilo of 27. Un gran antioxidante. We chose the osobuco because 30, 31, 35, 36, 39, 43, 44, 44, 45, 47, 51, what? 52 turns into gelatin. And it has that central bone full of marrow, which is 53. Mucho tejido conectivo. Medicine for our 56, 57, 59, 52, 53, 55, 57, 58, 67, no. Don't worry, no 65, 69, 73, 75, 77, to 81. 83. The acid in vinegar is responsible for decalcifying the bone while it cooks. It draws out all those powerful minerals like 87. Scientifically, the acid in vinegar is responsible for decalcifying the bone while it cooks. 88, 89, 95, 97, 98, the bone. Now, let's go 99, the 100. For the first few minutes, we'll let it 100, 100. Without the acid, the minerals will stay trapped in the bone. Now, let's move on to high heat until it comes to a boil. Once it boils, we're going to lower the heat as much as possible. And we are going to cook it for at least 3 hours. Our ancestors used to leave it over the fire for long stretches. But with 3 hours, the osobuco on very low heat, that's what we need.
Horas de osobuco a fuego
33.
Esa matriz de colágeno que necesitamos. Lo vamos a dejar tapado.
While this is cooking on low heat, I'll explain to you what's happening inside and why it heals our body. With the sustained heat, we are releasing essential amino acids, mainly two, glycine and glutamine. Nowadays, due to chronic stress and ultra-processed foods, most people have what is called a leaky gut. That means the walls of the intestine are very inflamed and have tiny little holes through which toxins leak into your blood. And that's what keeps us sick and exhausted. The glutamine in this broth acts like cement that will seal all those little holes and make the wall flawless again. Of course, it's a process, right? It's not with the first broth you drink, but by incorporating it. Making this a health habit. Adding this habit to your daily routine. Drinking bone broth once or twice a week or even a small cup every day, that's not bad either. It's going to help the walls, right? Start to seal up, and this will greatly reduce inflammation until it disappears. Your belly feels less inflamed and less bloated, and your immune system can finally rest. Also, that pure glycine is a neurotransmitter. It's an inhibitory neurotransmitter, and this means it calms your central nervous system, reducing anxiety and helping you sleep deeply, feel calmer and be more centered.
Once the 3 hours have passed, we take it off the heat. Now, very carefully, I'm going to transfer it to this container. I'm going to add some pieces of meat to this container. You can also set the meat aside and keep the broth separate. I'm going to transfer all of this to another container and we'll put it in the fridge. Here I'm going to give you the most important tip to know if your remedy worked. When you put this broth in the fridge and it cools down, it shouldn't stay completely liquid like water. It should jiggle. It should be like beautiful gelatin. That natural gelatin is pure collagen. That's what's going to lubricate your knees, give elasticity to your skin, and heal your stomach lining. If you end up with a hard layer of fat on top, you can remove it, because the real true treasure is the gelatin underneath. How do you take it? Always warm. You take out the portion you're going to drink, for example, a cup. You heat it up, but don't let it come to a rolling boil, just warm it up. Then you add salt, if you like it with salt, and you drink it. It's exquisite, exquisite, exquisite. You drink it warm, calmly, taking your time. It's incredibly exquisite, and you'll feel how good it is for you. When is the best time to drink it? There are two ideal moments. One, on an empty stomach, when you just wake up and before eating anything. That way, the collagen is the first thing to touch and caress the walls of your intestine, and your stomach, of course, repairing your entire digestive tract. Another option is an hour before going to bed, because glycine will signal your brain to relax. That is time to sleep and relax. That will ensure you get a good restorative sleep. How often should you take it? If you're going through a crisis like joint pain, inflammation problems, intestinal pain, or stomach pain, in that case, I recommend you drink 1 cup a day. If it's for maintenance, to stay well nourished and healthy, to support your gut flora, then 2 or 3 times a week or once a week. It depends on how you are. I assure you that you will feel a huge difference. True health doesn't come in a box from the pharmacy. We recover it in our kitchens, with patience. Recovering what our ancestors already knew and today's science confirms. Dare to prepare this pot of liquid gold, of liquid treasure, of liquid alchemy, liquid health. And tell me how it went for you. How did you prepare it this weekend? Also, let me know if you already knew about this remedy and this ancestral food, or if you are going to make it for the first time. My name is Danai Aguilar, and if you would like to go deeper into the connection between your body, mind, and spirit, come join me on my other channel, Portal Coherencia. I'll leave you a little card here so you can go check it out, so you can get to know it. And I'll also share a video with you so you can get more health information. I'll leave it here for you, and it's about how to cleanse your intestines. See you next time.